Welcome to our channel, where today we're diving into an astonishing tale of numismatic intrigue that revolves around a single, seemingly innocuous 1-cent coin from 1967 that holds a staggering value of $71 million due to the errors and mistakes that have enchanted collectors and historians alike. This narrative begins in a bustling mint, where precision is paramount, and even the slightest miscalculation can lead to financial windfalls or disappointments, with coins often going unnoticed amid the sheer volume of production. In 1967, the United States was embracing a period of cultural upheaval and transformation. As the civil rights movement was gaining momentum, the Vietnam War was escalating, and music was revolutionizing pop culture. Amid this societal backdrop, the U.S. Mint was churning out millions of 1-cent coins, designed not just to circulate in everyday commerce but also to symbolize the financial stability and sovereignty of the nation. However, during this production phase, an uncharacteristic string of oversights emerged, one of which turned a simple coin into a rare gem. Imagine a day at the mint, machines humming, workers focusing on their tasks, and yet, amidst this tapestry of industriousness, a situation unfolds where quality control slips through the cracks. The story of the 1967 1-cent coin centers around a critical error. A small handful of coins were struck without the letter S on the obverse, which indicates they were minted in San Francisco. This seemingly trivial oversight was neither anticipated nor documented in mint records, making it a collector's holy grail when discovered. The demand for this coin skyrocketed, as word spread among coin enthusiasts, and collectors became frantically determined to obtain one of these elusive pieces. As the rarity of the coin became more widely known, its value began to rise, leading to an almost feverish chase for specimens. Additionally, the very nature of coin collecting hinges on rarity and demand, which positions this particular 1967 1-cent coin at an extraordinary crossroads of desire and scarcity. This coin, officially classified as a mistake coin, showcases the fascinating fact that in the world of numismatics, error coins are often worth exponentially more than their intended counterparts. Collectors are often willing to pay tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands, for coins that possess interesting errors, because these pieces not only represent a mistake but also a moment in history where a significant blunder took place. The mystique surrounding this 1967 error coin has captivated many enthusiasts who appreciate the stories behind each minting, and this $1 coin encapsulates the evolution of collecting as it moves from a simple hobby to a full-blown investment strategy. Imagine a marketplace bustling with buyers and sellers, each hoping to strike a deal, and visualize how the 1967 1-cent coin draws in a crowd, with passionate individuals sharing anecdotes of their searches and the hefty amounts they are willing to spend just to secure a piece of this narrative. Over the years, several important sales have taken place, further solidifying its status as a prized possession. Auctions dedicated to rare coins have seen this coin fetch astronomical prices, often leaving both seasoned collectors and newcomers in disbelief, as a piece of currency weighing just a few grams would go for more than the price of a luxury car. The stories don't just end with mere transactions, they expand to reflect the intricacies of human nature, investment trends, and the psychological allure of acquiring something that is not only rare but also possesses a piece of history. As collectors educate themselves about error coins, the nuances of rarity and market demand start to shape their purchasing choices, driven by the understanding that coins like the 1967 1-cent piece are much more than metal discs. They are embodiments of history, storytelling, and, ultimately, the unforeseen possibilities that lie within such ordinary items. As the dialogue around this remarkable coin flourished, so did the trends within numismatics, as collectors began to pay closer attention to the era's coins and actively seek out other examples of minting errors. The 1967 1-cent coin, with its small yet mighty omission, opened up the floodgates for greater interest in the study of minting practices, fault analysis, and even the preservation of coins, creating a more knowledgeable and engaged collecting community. Interestingly, the potential for value can go beyond just the rarity of a single item. It can create a ripple effect throughout the market. When one error coin garners significant attention, it can lead to increased interest in other similar coins, thereby raising their values as well. In this manner, the 1967 1-cent coin can be seen not simply as an isolated marvel but as a catalyst that enlivens the entire world of coin collecting. This phenomenon reflects the intricate tapestry of demand and supply in a collector's market, which often favors pieces that serve as conversation starters, items steeped in history, and beautiful artifacts that connect individuals to their past, their culture, and their monetary systems. Furthermore, while the coin has gained prominence for its error, the historic and societal context of 1967 cannot be overlooked. It was a year of turmoil and transformation, embracing revolutionary advancements in civil rights and battling the implications of war made 1967 a historically rich backdrop for this coin to emerge from. Each transaction involving the coin becomes a part of its ongoing story, threading through various eras of value appreciation and personal significance for those who possess it. As discussions ultimately transform into reflections on what it means to own a piece of history, the coin lives on, bearing witness to an era long gone while simultaneously commanding a future that is indelibly tied to its acknowledged worth. Through this lens, it becomes evident that there is much more to the story of the 1967 1-cent coin than its mere monetary value. Its legacy is just as vital, standing at the intersection of currency, history, culture, and human connection in a world where the tangible can so easily become layered with meaning. Collectors often share their stories through forums, social media, and dedicated gatherings. The excitement surrounding the coin turns into a bonding experience that unites individuals across generations. Long after the minting process has ended, and the coins circulate their journeys through wallets, these connections form communities where stories intertwine, motivating new collectors to embark on their quests for rare coins. Each tale exchanged can weave a richer narrative, offering insights into personal ambitions, lessons learned, and the sheer joy of discovery. This engagement not only strengthens the sincerely held belief that coins are more than just currency but also becomes a clarion call for future generations to understand the significance of what they are holding, an object that recalls moments not only of history but of personal journey, communal connection, and the emotional investments that lie beneath the surface. In responsible collecting and investing, there dwells an inherent lesson in valuation that resonates with our modern exchanges. How worth is measured not solely in dollars and cents but in the stories, emotions, and the connections that artifacts evoke. All things considered, the 1967 1-cent coin's journey, defined by errors, mistakes, and the extraordinary circumstances surrounding its worth, reflects a beautiful complexity that transcends monetary value. It serves as a reminder that sometimes, in the world of collectibles, beauty lies in imperfection, that flaws can create a narrative of enrichment that allows for exploration, education, and community building. So, as we conclude our exploration, let us remember that every coin holds the potential for a story waiting to be told, one that transcends time, resonates through cultural shifts, and reveals the boundless possibilities for human connection forged through the pursuit of collecting something that truly matters, an extraordinary treasure in the form of a simple 1-cent coin. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the fascinating world of numismatics, and we hope you've enjoyed uncovering the remarkable saga behind the 1967 1-cent coin that is worth a staggering $71 million. Next. Today, we have an exceptionally intriguing topic that has captivated collectors and investors alike: the incredible story behind the 2017 1-cent coin, which has become a true marvel in the world of rare coins, fetching astonishing prices that can soar to as high as $53 million. Yes, you heard that right, a single penny, stamped with mistakes and errors, yet carrying a staggering value that has left both experts and novices in a state of awe. So, what exactly is it about this seemingly mundane piece of currency that has propelled it into the stratosphere of collectible value? The answer lies in a series of compelling mistakes and errors that occurred during its minting process, turning it into a prized possession for those in the know within the numismatic community. The 2017 1-cent coin was released to commemorate the 225th anniversary of the United States Mint, becoming the first ever coin to bear the P Mint mark from the Philadelphia Mint, adding a unique touch to its identity. However, just when it seemed like it would be another run-of-the-mill collectible for casual coin enthusiasts, an unexpected twist occurred that would forever alter its worth and significance. As the coins rolled off the production line, it became apparent that certain batches were plagued by a myriad of errors, including misaligned dies, off-center strikes, and, in some extremely rare instances, the presence of double die obverse, a phenomenon where the design appears to be duplicated or shifted, creating a fascinating layering effect that is highly sought after. These errors, while perhaps unnoticed by the untrained eye, can dramatically alter the value of a coin, and in this case, the 2017 1-cent coin's errors have elevated its status from a standard cent to an extraordinarily valuable piece of history. Collectors are particularly keen on finding examples that feature these striking errors, as they are often one of a kind or extremely limited in their availability, further driving up demand and consequently, the price tag associated with the coin. Moreover, the fascination behind the rarity of such coins lies in the story they tell. Each coin is a snapshot of a moment in time, encapsulating the imperfections of the minting process, which remind us that even in a world of precision manufacturing, human error can give birth to something truly remarkable. Investors and collectors alike find themselves drawn to the 2017 P1 cent not just for its monetary value, but for the potential it represents. A simple coin has transformed into an emblem of opportunity, embodying the unpredictable nature of rarity and the passion that underpins the world of collecting. The marketplace for rare coins functions much like art. People invest in pieces not only for their value but for the narrative attached to them, and the tale of this particular penny is nothing short of extraordinary. As word spread amongst collectors about the vast sums being exchanged for this seemingly inconspicuous coin, a frenzy commenced. Online marketplaces, auctions, and coin shows became the battlegrounds where individuals would go head-to-head, eager to locate and acquire the coins that would grant them a passport into the elite circle of high-value numismatic treasures. As rarities like the 2017 P1 cent surface, a growing community forms, driven by shared interests and the thrill of discovery, with members often sharing tips, resources, and even leads on where to find these elusive coins. This heightened interest has not only created a robust secondary market for those looking to buy or sell but has also sparked a curious movement where newcomers to the hobby are exploring coin collecting with renewed passion and excitement. This single penny encapsulates not just monetary value but an entire culture built around the joy of treasure hunting, the camaraderie among collectors, and the excitement of hunting for the next hidden gem. Furthermore, the 2017 P1 cent serves as a prime example of how quickly values can shift in response to scarcity and error. As more collectors strive to expand their collections, pieces like this become highly coveted. As prices rise, it creates an influx of interest from potential investors who realize that a small coin, once at risk of sitting unnoticed in a drawer or jar, can morph into a profitable venture. The exposure through various media platforms, including social media and specialized websites, has contributed to the increased awareness of the coin's unique features, thus reinforcing its status among collectors and investors. The thrill of the hunt for elusive errors in coins opens a door to countless possibilities. Finding a simple coin in change could potentially lead to discovering one with errors that fundamentally change its worth, a dream scenario for any collector. Adding to the mystique surrounding the 2017 P1 cent is the role that experts play in appraising and authenticating these coins. Professional grading services have emerged, assessing coins based on a variety of criteria, including their condition, rarity, and the specific errors present. This grading process adds an extra layer of legitimacy to the pricing as collectors and investors seek assurance that they are acquiring genuine pieces of numismatic art rather than glorified replicas or common finds. Coins graded high by reputed services command even higher prices, allowing a well-graded 2017 P1 cent with significant errors to gain a foothold in the multi-million-dollar marketplace. The coin's journey from production to becoming a highly valued collectible is a fascinating saga of serendipity, with the intricacies of error, market demand, and collector interest converging to create a phenomenon that continues to evolve. Regular updates about rare finds and record-breaking sales have kept the momentum alive, as stories unravel about individuals who stumble upon these coins by chance, often changing their lives overnight. Collectors wade through rolls after rolls of pennies, sifting through the ordinary in search of the extraordinary, while seasoned investors keep their fingers on the pulse of market fluctuations, riding the waves of trends that characterize this ebb and flow of rare and valuable coins. As we explore the multifaceted reasons behind the unparalleled value of the 2017 P1 cent, we realize how cultural shifts, economic conditions, and even technological advancements in sharing and trading information can impact the coin collector's landscape as a whole. Antiquities often hold a mirror to the society that cherishes them, and the 2017 P1 cent has emerged as a banner for the glories and pitfalls of human ingenuity paired with the unanticipated beauty of imperfection. In a world increasingly automated and precision-driven, the allure of finding beauty in flaws, as exemplified by this penny, speaks to a universal human experience rooted in discovery, curiosity, and appreciation for the unrefined aspects of life. It serves as a testament to the fact that worth is not purely defined by perfection. Sometimes, it is the very mistakes that forge a new path towards value and significance. Despite the complexities in pricing and assessing unique coins like the 2017 P1 cent, the ever-persistent interest in coins riddled with errors portrays the endless connections people establish with tangible representations of history. These connections nurture a thriving community that is passionate, dedicated, and always eager to share the marvels of their finds with others. In conclusion, the incredible valuation of the 2017 P1 cent coin, an astonishing $53 million due to its various engraving missteps, highlights the captivating intersection of history, economy, and the beauty of imperfection. So, whether you are a seasoned collector, an enthusiastic novice, or someone merely curious about how a single penny could represent such a vast world of possibilities, we invite you to continue exploring with us the infinite wonders of numismatics as we uncover the secrets one coin at a time. Thank you for joining us today, and we hope to see you in our next video as we continue to delve into the intriguing stories that each coin has to tell. Today we have an extraordinary story that will truly blow your mind. Meet the 1988 1-cent coin, an unassuming penny that has mysteriously climbed to a staggering value of $69 million. Yes, you heard that correctly. A single cent has become a hot topic in the world of rare coins and collectibles, and you're about to find out why. The 1988 penny may seem like just another piece of currency, chugging along in our pockets and wallets, but hidden within its copper-plated surface are a series of errors and minting mistakes that have transformed this otherwise ordinary coin into a veritable treasure trove of value. To understand how a coin could become so valuable, we need to take a deep dive into its background and scope out the distinctive errors that make it stand out in the crowded arena of coin collecting. Produced by the United States Mint, the 1988 1-cent was part of a standard year's run of Lincoln pennies, which featured the iconic profile of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. However, amidst the routine production of these coins, certain batches suffered from unique minting errors that have since skyrocketed their desirability and monetary value. In 1988, the Mint faced various production challenges, including machine malfunctions and human errors during the coin stamping process, which would go on to create coins with significant imperfections that coin collectors and investors now covet. One notable error associated with the 1988 1-cent is the infamous double die obverse, a phenomenon that occurs when a coin is stamped multiple times with misaligned dies. In layman's terms, this means that the design on the coin, including Lincoln's image and the inscriptions, appears to have a double-layered effect. This particular error is highly sought after among collectors for its rarity. It not only deviates from the typical appearance of a standard penny, but it also showcases the charm of imperfection, becoming a symbol of the human touch and the unpredictability inherent in coin production. While many 1988 pennies are mundane and devoid of peculiarities, the specimen containing the double die obverse has entered into an elite category of rarities that collectors will pay a premium for, often driven by emotion as much as by market values. The allure of this error also lies in its storytelling aspect. Each time an enthusiast comes across one of these coins, they are not just holding a piece of money but a fascinating slice of history filled with error and discovery that resonates deeply within the collecting community. Another significant error associated with the 1988 1-cent coin is the off-center strike, which occurs when the coin is not perfectly aligned during the minting process. As a result, part of the intended design may be missing, or conversely, may extend beyond the edges of the coin. This lack of symmetry gives the coin an irregular appearance that is impossible to overlook, causing it to capture the attention of collectors and causing its value to skyrocket. Off-center strikes can vary widely, with some showing a large portion of the image missing, while others display only a slight imperfection. Regardless, any 1988 penny bearing this error presents itself as a unique piece of numismatic art that transcends the typical expectations of what a penny should look like, therefore garnering significant interest and financial incentives for collectors hoping to add such an extraordinary piece to their collections. The 1988 1-cent coin's unique place in the market can also be attributed to the rising trend of error coins among collectors. In recent years, the interest in acquiring pieces that bear minting mistakes has surged, as people have increasingly recognized that these oddities are not just oddities, they carry exceptional stories, character, and, in many cases, significant monetary value. The emergence of online forums and marketplaces has allowed enthusiasts to connect and share their discoveries, creating a culture of sharing knowledge and leads that draws more people into the world of coin collecting. Enthusiasts scour online listings for coins with errors, hoping to find hidden treasures that others may have overlooked, and this growing sense of collaboration and community amongst collectors has resulted in heightened demand for 1988 1-cent coins that bear minting errors. Factors such as rarity, condition, and distinctiveness tie into the pricing of these error coins, and as the word spreads about the discovery of new specimens, the market valuation can change dramatically, leading to astonishing sales that can reach upwards of millions. The vast sums exchanged for such coins challenge the conventional understanding of numismatic worth and evolve our perceptions of currency and value. What once seemed a trivial denomination of money is now considered a form of investment, carrying tangible and significant financial implications. For those uninitiated in the world of coins, it might seem preposterous that a 1-cent piece could command such a price point. Still, the meticulous detailing involved in grading and appraisal adds yet another layer to the charm of this phenomenon. Just as one would have art appraised, numismatic experts examine coins for their authenticity, condition, and particular grading criteria that determine their value. For the 1988 1-cent coins in question, those that emerge with unique errors and are graded highly by recognized organizations can function akin to masterpieces in a gallery, specialized and worthy of considerable investment. The grading process arms collectors with the confidence needed to invest in high-value coins while also providing a historical narrative that illuminates the circumstances surrounding the minting errors, reinforcing their significance far beyond mere currency. As collectors chase after the error-rich specimens of the 1988 penny, this chase reveals a culture steeped in excitement, community, and collaboration. Clubs and events dedicated to numismatics thrive, enabling enthusiasts to gather, trade, and celebrate their shared passions. Stories of incredible finds are passed around, creating a vibrant tapestry of experiences that unites people through the shared joy of coin collecting. Imagine the thrill of discovering a 1988 penny in your pocket change or finding one at a garage sale. You automatically hold the potential to not only enrich your collection but also to change your life overnight. These tales serve as rich fodder for those already invested in the hobby and serve as tantalizing inspiration for newcomers who are often drawn in by the allure of hitting the proverbial jackpot. Beyond the grit and glamour of the vast monetary gains associated with coins like the 1988 1-cent coin, there's also the emotional and nostalgic connection that collectors foster through the very act of gathering and preserving currency. For many, collecting coins transcends mere monetary value. It becomes a tangible link to their personal histories, intergenerational legacies, and the pride that comes from stewarding a piece of the past. Through the topsy-turvy journey of a coin that went from circulation to becoming a treasure worth millions, collectors claim and preserve a part of history that offers a unique glimpse into societal trends, economic conditions, and even cultural moments that shape the face of currency as we know it. As we pull back the curtain of value and financial worth of the 1988 1-cent, we must also highlight the role that popular culture plays in further amplifying the desirability of these era-rich coins. Increased media attention, social media shares, and even appearances on digital platforms have shown individuals that rare coins are not just niche collectibles, they're exciting opportunities to engage with history, economics, art, and communities of enthusiasts. Auctions showcasing these coins, especially those with extravagant price tags, have skyrocketed interest among enthusiasts who see potential for investment, thus further muddying the waters between monetary value and personal attachment. As people grow aware of coin collecting's potential for profit through exposure to various platforms and the captivating narratives surrounding error coins, the community surrounding 1988 1-cent errors continues to flourish. Ultimately, it is this convergence of factors, the rarity stemming from errors in minting, the quest for perfection and uniqueness among collectors, the cultural relevancy, and a thriving community, all work together to elevate the 1988 1-cent coin to its astonishing status as an item of immense monetary and historical value. The engaging discourse surrounding ways to unearth, value, and care for these captivating pieces fosters a culture where everyone can feel connected to the legacy they preserve, each coin representing a link to the past, filled with its own stories and potential for the future. So where do we go from here? What does the echoing legacy of the 1988 1-cent coin as it gallantly rises to $69 million teach us about the nature of value, collection, and community? It reveals that greatness can rise from imperfections and that in the world of collectibles, what holds value is less about the item itself and more about the rich stories and impactful connections that surround it. As we reflect on the next piece we explore in the world of numismatics, whether it's another extraordinary coin or a deeper look into the fascinating cultural narratives that their tales carry, we hope you leave this journey today inspired by the wonder of the 1988 1-cent coin and all the hidden treasures waiting to be discovered in the realm of coin collecting. Thank you so much for joining us today, and we look forward to diving into more enthralling topics in the future, inviting you